Week 28. Most of this week I've spent in a state of partial undress. And the heat wave continues. It's like torture, and it's meant that most of the time around the house Nick and I have not been wearing many, if any, clothing, which actually has made it very hard to do a kind of off-the-cuff vlog of my week, because you don't want to see that, really, you don't. This week has definitely seen a change of focus for us. That due date is fast approaching. Literally, I can't believe how fast it's going. And we're now focusing on what we need to do, what we need to get. I'm trying more and more to do the exercises and prepare myself. We're also trying to make sure that we're spending some time actually enjoying our time before everything changes. So we've definitely been a bit more social this week. But let's have a look, shall we? So I finished my hair. Well, I'll say I finished. They finished my hair with a little straightener's curl. What do you think? You like it? I quite like it. Makes me feel special. I couldn't do this on my own though. My hair's far too long. I also invested in something absolutely essential. Get that thing on.
Feeling lighter. It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day. We took some time.
What is that? Ugh. It really annoys me when you walk into a store, you say, I really need a fan. It's obvious I really need a fan. It's hot, I'm sweaty, and I'm pregnant. And they say this is the only fan that we have, but they don't tell you that it's got a 2-prong plug. It's not the same fan as is in the instructions. It's definitely not the same, because I can't seem to put it together, and it's only a fan. I don't get it.
Now it blows my mind.
And then there's that, but that's... Annoyingly, I'm gonna have to leave this for Nick to try and work out. And I bet he does it straight away.
Now it blows my mind.
And within 2 seconds, he threw it together. He's so clever. Yeah! How'd you get to be so clever?
It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day.
Done made it work.
You did make it work. Thank you.
You're most welcome, love.
We are heading out to a little social gathering of friends. It's something we definitely need to try and do more before the baby arrives, because once he arrives, we won't be able to go out together at all. Well, not much anyway. Yeah, I wanted to wear this dress over my other dresses because it shows my bump off more, and there are a few friends who I haven't seen since being pregnant, or while pregnant. I just really want to show off my bump. I'm at that point now where I'm like, look, I'm pregnant. Done my lips. I've used some perfume so I smell lovely. Makes a change. Babe, what do you think of how I look? Do I look alright?
Banging.
Apparently I look banging. I think that's good. Alright, lover. Babe, did you enjoy my karaoke last night?
It was angelic.
Angelic. Do you think that baby would have enjoyed being part of the Spice Girls reunion?
I think he's in for girl power. You can tell already.
Okay, we've got more socialising to do, so let's go. I am just printing off a 22-page form. MA1 is the name of the form. It's for maternity allowance. Obviously being self-employed, it means I don't get the kinds of maternity benefits that you get in employment. Some people I know get, you know, 9 months off even, paid by their companies. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I can't afford to. But I do need to take some time out, and I already have stopped teaching so much and taking on as much freelance work because it's just getting too much. So I phoned HMRC with my situation being self-employed and the nature of my work. I just had to find out where I stood, and they were so helpful, and I got straight through. I wasn't on hold. If you are in the UK and you're unsure about your entitlement, I'll put a link to both the maternity allowance pages on the government website and a phone number for you. But yeah, really helpful. I feel very confident now about filling out this form, what I'm entitled to and what I need to do. So I better get going. Okay, it's the last day of this week. Today I've got to go into London to do some filming. It's going to be like 31, 32 degrees today, and it's already hot, and I'm absolutely dreading this journey. I've got my little badge on, and I'm trying to leave as late as I can to avoid rush hour, but I mean it's like 9:30 I'm getting the train, so it'll probably still be a bit busy, a bit cramped, and probably no air conditioning. So fingers crossed I don't have a funny. Literally shadow hugging. Keep zigzagging across the road trying to find where the shady bits are. It's just so ridiculously hot. I've never known weather. Hey babe, I've never known weather like it. It's not very busy, but there's two trains, one after the other. One at 27 minutes past, one at 31. So I'm going to go for the second. So I'm going to go for the second one because I think being so close together it might clear the... There's not that many people here, but it might clear it in general along the line. And then I have to get to Vauxhall and get the underground, and that's the bit I'm dreading the most. I hope this works. It's crazy because my heart rate is literally... It's stupid. I'm nervous about getting a train. It's so ridiculous. First part of the journey done, no dramas. Now it's time for the underground.
Southwestern Railway Service.
Just to explain a little bit about what I'm talking about when I say funny. In the last few years I get these kind of like, I guess they're like panic attacks. I just start to feel quite unwell whenever I feel trapped, if there's not much air, especially if it's hot. Being pregnant, this kind of heat, on a tube, it all just adds up to me having a funny turn where I end up fainting or being sick or something, and I hate being ill in public. Hate it. I've done it a few times on the train and it's really not fun. But luckily this time I didn't. So there you go, that was week 28. And tomorrow is set to be the hottest day of the year so far. So join me again if I'm not just a puddle on the floor next week, week 29. Until then, goodbye.